common as cinephile.
Welcome to my movie and TV series reviews, where I will provide honest opinions of the latest releases. If the movie or TV series is a hit or a miss, be sure to know I will inform you. But if the movie or series is trash, be also sure to know that I will trash the hell out of the movie. I am Domina's cinephile.
And the movie on the review table today is the Nollywood film All's Fair in Love. All's Fair in Love is a FilmOne Entertainment production in collaboration with Accelerate TV and Covenant Productions. Directed by Kayode Kasum, the movie features South African actor Buhle Samuels, alongside a cast of notable Nollywood actors including Deyemi Okanlawon, Timini Egbuson, Ireti Doyle, Juliet Ibrahim, Adedimeji Lateef, Beauty Tukura, Venita Akpofure, Kunle Bamtefa, Kenzy Udonsenm, Oprah Okereke, and Timilehin Ojeola. The movie premiered nationwide in cinemas on February 14, 2024. As a Valentine's romantic drama, like most Nollywood movie premieres, it featured a special red carpet event and screening. The movie actors and Nollywood celebrities graced the occasion in their best Valentine attire, adding glamour to the Nollywood paparazzi flashlights. The movie revolves around Demi, portrayed by Deyemi Okanlawon, and Kanla, portrayed by Timini Egbuson. Both are thriving and successful fashion designers, enjoying a strong and unbreakable friendship. However, their lives take a complicated turn when they develop feelings for Mbali, portrayed by Buhle Samuels, a captivating woman who unexpectedly enters their lives. As the three become entangled in a complex love triangle, the dynamics of their business change when Mbali joins as a consultant, bringing her unique vision and charm. Little do Demi and Kanla know, Mbali harbors a dark secret, a situation that will threaten both their lives and their business. All's Fair in Love enjoyed considerable success at the Nigerian box office, according to numbers disclosed by FilmOne Entertainment. On its first day of release, the movie grossed 7.6 million naira, with an opening weekend total of 17 million naira. Throughout the week, it continued to perform well, grossing 27 million naira, marking the highest opening for a Nollywood rom-com and the biggest February opening for a Nollywood movie to date. With a second week gross of 52 million naira, the movie seemed poised to surpass the 100 million mark. As per FilmOne Entertainment, the movie reached the 100 million naira milestone in its fifth week of release. After spending 7 weeks in cinemas, it amassed a total nationwide box office score of 130.2 million naira. Impressive box office numbers, wouldn't you agree? Well, let's delve into this review to ascertain if the movie lives up to its financial success. I must admit, I had the chance to see this film on Valentine's Day, but I opted not to. Instead, I resolved to wait until it became available on one of the streaming apps in Nigeria. Thankfully, Amazon Prime came to my rescue, and I finally watched the movie yesterday. While watching this movie yesterday in the comfort of my home, I finally grasped why I opted out of seeing it in the cinema back in February. There were numerous perplexities within this would-be romantic drama that failed to cohere. Firstly, did anyone else notice how poor the sound quality was? Frankly, it was a significant distraction, leaving me bewildered as to the intentions of the sound engineer. As you're engrossed in the actors' dialogue, it feels as though they're distantly removed from your screen. I couldn't even discern the purpose behind the echo in the scene, involving Deyemi Okanlawon's character and another cast member in a bathtub. Imagine enduring that scene in the cinema, plagued by the irritating echo. Aside from the irritatingly poor sound quality, this movie lacked originality. I truly despise it when movies, especially Nollywood productions, are mere replicas of Hollywood films. While this movie may not be a direct duplicate of any particular film you've seen, the reality is that we've witnessed this love triangle. Same girl, two guys narrative executed more effectively in numerous Hollywood productions. From movies like Lovers of Hate to This Means War, we've experienced the two guys, one girl love story portrayed with greater finesse. All's Fair in Love is yet another disappointment from a Nollywood production. The movie lacked the essential elements of a romantic comedy. There were simply too many flaws in terms of storytelling and actors' delivery. Let me begin by dissecting some of the actors' performances and the motives behind their characters. Buhle Samuels portrays the character Mbali. If you follow this South African actor on Instagram, you might assume that her character in this movie is within her comfort zone. Surprisingly though, she struggled to embody the sensuality required for falling in love with two friends in this film. Her acting lacked depth, relying too heavily on tight-fitting outfits and fluctuating between proper English and a dialect that felt out of place. Instead of exuding sexiness, her portrayal left viewers questioning her character's authenticity. Mbali's character was a blend of lameness and stupidity, lacking a detailed backstory and clear motives. As a South African actor, I was profoundly disappointed with her performance in this movie. Deyemi Okanlawon portrays the character Demi, who co-owns a fashion business with his friend Kunle. From the onset of the movie, we are plunged into various brief scenes of Demi and Kunle with different women, each scene culminating in sexual encounters. The director aims to present Deyemi's character as a sexy playboy exuding charisma, but unfortunately, Deyemi's usual acting fails to convey this. His lines, acting and mannerisms fail to embody the essence of a sexy character, detracting from the intended portrayal. The half-nude, topless scenes with him were simply laughable and weak. If you're going to show his body or depict the character in briefs, the actor must have the physique to justify such scenes, especially in a rom-com. Either someone else should have played the character or played the body. Deyemi's overall performance in this movie lacked the wow factor, and his character is as forgettable as the entire film. The scene at the beginning of the movie, where he hosted a dinner party for his dad and discovered his dad had uninvited his best friend Kunle, felt off to me. I couldn't understand the reason or the weak motive behind his dad's decision. I had assumed the director would delve into a stronger plot, perhaps revealing that both Demi and Kunle were lovers, and Demi's dad was against such a relationship. However, they opted to focus on Kunle not dressing properly instead. Imagine a grown adult throwing a tantrum like a child because his dad uninvited his friend. The motive behind that scene felt incredibly weak to me. Timini Egbuson's character Kunle left me feeling indifferent. Personally, I believe his character was one of the weakest among the lead roles, offering little substance in both his character and overall performance. One glaring issue I noticed with this character is how frequently his name, Kunle, is mispronounced as Kola by half of the actors in the movie. It makes no sense to keep calling the character Kunle when the majority of the actors mistakenly refer to him as Kola. Literally, none of the characters in this movie have a detailed backstory. In fact, the entire movie lacks one. As I've mentioned before, numerous issues plague this film. One such issue is the scenes involving the detectives. Supposedly, they are on a case to apprehend a criminal mastermind named Chief, played by Ireti Doyle, who also doubles as the villain in this absurdly weak movie. Apart from her English diction lacking any real sense of intimidation or fear, the character Chief is one of the weakest and most unconvincing villains I've ever seen in a film. Ireti Doyle seems to be reprising the same character she's played in most of her movies, and it's becoming increasingly tiresome and frustratingly uninspired to see her in the same role repeatedly. Imagine watching a movie with detectives where no actual investigation is carried out in any of the scenes. Instead, you see actors portraying detectives in clueless dialogues, attempting to sound intelligent. The detectives, or the crime force, are attempting to capture Chief through one of her workers. You don't need to strain your brain to know that Mbali is the character they are seeking. The amusing aspect of this movie is that no scene actually depicts the detectives in action, trying to uncover or identify who Mbali is. All you hear them say is, "We will get her." The question that arises as you watch the movie is, how do they intend to accomplish this? Both the director and the scriptwriters failed to address this issue. Imagine my surprise when the detectives found her with no actual investigation taking place. The foolishness in this movie was overwhelming. The events unfolding towards the end of this movie would lead you to believe a 3-year-old wrote the script. From a fashion show to Demi and Kunle being gassed and captured in a room, the sudden transition raises questions. When and how did both characters leave the fashion show? And how was Demi's cousin captured? The conclusion and the capture of the villains were marred by lazy writing and sheer stupidity. And let's not forget Buhle Samuels' character, which made little sense. How could a character who has been working for Chief, using her beauty to lure victims into money laundering for her boss, recklessly give away her location or house address to the very victims she's deceiving? The sudden shift to a love plot towards the end of the movie felt like an afterthought by the director and scriptwriters, lacking any significant impact on the overall story. In summary, despite all the hype surrounding this movie, one would have expected it to deliver entertainment worthy of the rom-com genre. Instead, the movie provides a disappointing experience marred by lazy writing. The biggest flaw of this movie is its poor sound quality and nonsensical scenes. The actors' performances and the characters' dialogue fail to elevate the movie to any meaningful height. What you're left with is a muddled mess of a film populated by actors who struggle to deliver convincing performances. And now for my rating. All's Fair in Love scores a disappointing 2 out of 10. I'm definitely trashing this. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell icon for notifications. Also, be sure to follow me on TikTok, WhatsApp channel, and Instagram at Domino's Cinephile for more movie and TV series reviews. Domino's Cinephile, signing out.